In January of this year, YouTube's CEO Neal Mohan wrote his annual letter to the creator community. It is the most important document about the future of online video that most creators have not read. And buried inside it, alongside the enforcement announcements and the policy updates, is a set of technological commitments that represent the most profound shift in what it means to be a YouTube creator since the platform launched in 2005. In 2026, YouTube is giving creators the tools to clone themselves, to generate infinite shorts using their own digital likeness, to convert any idea into a playable interactive game with a single text prompt, to create original music without a single instrument, and all of this while simultaneously terminating the channels that used AI without human direction. This is not a contradiction. It is a precise statement of where the platform is going. AI as a creative amplifier, in the hands of human creators with intention, not as a content factory running without anyone at the wheel. In the next 20 minutes, I am going to take you through every announced feature in detail, the philosophical implications that most analyses are completely missing, what this means for faceless creators specifically, and the action steps to position your channel at the center of this transformation rather than on the wrong side of it. Years of technology watching tells me the platforms that survive make this kind of bet every decade. YouTube is making it right now. The 2026 YouTube roadmap, every AI feature explained. Let me walk through every announced AI creation feature from the 2026 YouTube roadmap with the actual detail that most coverage skipped. Feature 1, AI likeness shorts. This is the headline announcement, and it deserves careful unpacking. YouTube is rolling out the capability for creators to generate short-form video content using a digital model of their own appearance, their likeness, without physically filming anything. You record a single baseline session, your digital model is built, and then you can generate shorts by describing what you want your likeness to do or say. The implication is not subtle. A creator who currently films 2 shorts per day could theoretically generate 20 or 200 per day using their AI likeness, without appearing in front of a camera once. The question of whether those shorts feel authentic to viewers, whether they build or erode the parasocial relationship that drives subscriber loyalty, is not answered by the technology. That answer will be written by viewer behavior over the next 12 months. Feature 2, Text-to-Playables. YouTube Playables, the platform's interactive game layer, is being extended with generative AI. The announced capability: creators describe a game concept in natural language, and the system generates a playable experience that can be embedded in their channel or linked from video end screens. A puzzle game where viewers help reconstruct a historic event, or a quiz about the AI models we covered this week, become publishable interactive content from a prompt. This feature is still in rollout as of March 2026, not universally available, but the strategic intent is clear. YouTube is building toward a content type that is not video at all. Interactive experiences generated from creator ideas. The creator is no longer a filmmaker. They are a game designer who does not need to know how to make games. Feature 3, AI music creation. YouTube announced tools for creators to generate original music, not licensed tracks, original compositions directly within the YouTube creation workflow. Describe a mood, a tempo, an emotional arc, and receive a unique music track for your video. For faceless creators who currently pay for stock music licenses or use free library tracks that appear in thousands of other videos, this capability eliminates a significant cost and a major creative constraint simultaneously. Feature 4, conversational AI on TVs. YouTube is building AI-powered conversational features into the television viewing experience, allowing viewers to ask questions about content they are watching, request related information, and navigate through a creator's catalog conversationally. The viewing experience becomes interactive at the audience end, not just the creator end. This changes the analytics story. A viewer who asks 5 questions about your video has a different engagement depth than a viewer who watches passively. The philosophical question: what is a creator now? I want to spend real time on the philosophical question underneath all of these features, because it is the question that will determine whether the next generation of YouTube succeeds or produces something genuinely problematic. For 20 years, the word creator on YouTube has meant a specific thing. A human being who chose a topic, prepared to address it, appeared in some form whether on camera or as a narrator, and produced a work that was indelibly shaped by their specific human perspective, knowledge, and judgment. The creator was the work. You could not fully separate them. What YouTube's 2026 roadmap is building is a world where the creator authorizes the work, where they define the parameters, establish the identity, and provide the original seed of the creative direction. But the work is then produced, scaled, and delivered by systems that do not require the creator's active presence in every moment. That is a different relationship between creator and creation. Not necessarily worse, but categorically different. Consider the historical analogy. When a musician recorded their first album, every performance was live and unique. When recording technology arrived, a single performance could be reproduced indefinitely. The musician's creative contribution did not diminish, but the nature of their relationship to the audience changed. You were no longer watching a unique act. You were hearing a perfect copy of a unique act. AI likeness technology is the next step in this progression. You are not watching the creator perform. You are watching an AI model authorized by the creator to represent them. The performance itself, the physical presence, the real-time decision-making, the vulnerability of actual human presence is no longer part of the transaction. Whether audiences will value this differently is the empirical question that 2026 will answer. The intuitive hypothesis that parasocial relationships built on the perception of authentic human presence will erode when that presence is known to be simulated is reasonable. But counterintuitive outcomes in media technology are the norm, not the exception. Audiences adapted to recorded music. They adapted to edited films. They may adapt to AI-generated likenesses in ways that no one currently predicts. We believe creators should be in control of their digital selves, with tools that expand what they can make, not replace who they are. Neal Mohan, YouTube CEO 2026 Annual Letter. That statement, creators should be in control of their digital selves, is the philosophical anchor of the entire 2026 roadmap. Mohan is not saying AI should replace creators. He is saying AI should extend them. The platform's bet is that authenticity in 2026 is about intention and identity, not physical presence. That a creator who has spent 5 years building trust with an audience through genuine research, genuine perspective, and genuine care can transfer that trust to an AI model of themselves. As long as the trust is maintained through the decisions the creator continues to make about their content. That is a bet. It may be right. It is certainly the future YouTube is building toward. The other side, the crackdown and the contradiction. Now I want to address what looks like a contradiction, because understanding why it is not a contradiction is the most important thing a creator can take from the 2026 YouTube situation. On one hand, YouTube is building the most powerful AI creation toolkit in the platform's history, likeness generation, text-to-game, AI music, conversational television interfaces. On the other hand, it has just terminated 16 channels, identified nearly 300 more for enforcement action, and is actively building detection systems to find and remove AI-generated content that does not meet quality standards. How can the same platform expand AI creation capabilities and crack down on AI creation simultaneously? The answer is precise. YouTube is not cracking down on AI creation. It is cracking down on AI creation without human intent. The 16 terminated channels shared one defining characteristic: not that they used AI, but that the AI was running the channel. There was no human creative direction, no research angle, no perspective, no editorial judgment. The AI was the creator, and the AI chose topics, wrote scripts, generated visuals, and uploaded content in automated pipelines that a human observed at most once a week. YouTube's AI creation tools, by contrast, are designed to be operated by humans who are making creative decisions. The likeness generator requires the creator to have built an identity worth replicating. The text-to-game tool requires a creator to describe the game concept. The music tool requires a creator to define the emotional intent. The human is still doing the creative, directing AI is executing the production. This is the line, not AI versus no AI, human direction versus no human direction. And the clearest signal that this line is real and enforced. The creator who is using all 5 AI creation tools in the 2026 YouTube roadmap and is personally making every content decision is safe, protected, and being actively courted by the platform. The creator who uploaded 500 videos this quarter without reading any of them is in the enforcement queue, regardless of whether the quality looks the same from outside. The AI influencer question, virtual CRETORS, and real money. The AI likeness feature in YouTube's 2026 roadmap exists in a market context that has been developing for several years. The AI influencer economy. Virtual creators, digital humans, and AI avatars that function as content creators and brand representatives have been accumulating real revenue for several years. The economic model is simple, and from a business perspective, attractive. A virtual creator has 0 rest requirements, 0 schedule conflicts, 0 personal controversies, and can be cloned across multiple markets and languages simultaneously. The brand safety argument is compelling for risk-averse advertisers. The practical YouTube implication. The platform is now giving every human creator the ability to create a virtual version of themselves. This places real creators who have the trust, the audience, and the authentic identity in a position to capture the economic advantages of virtual creation, while maintaining the human relationships that pure AI avatars cannot replicate. The strategic threat to pure AI influencers' channels built on fully virtual personas with no underlying human identity is real. If a viewer discovers that the creator they have been watching is a real person's AI likeness, the relationship continues. If they discover the creator is a purely synthetic invention with no human behind them, the relationship changes. Whether viewers will meaningfully distinguish between these two cases is unclear. But the platform's policy, which requires disclosure of AI-generated realistic content, suggests YouTube believes the distinction matters. For faceless creators specifically, the AI likeness feature is an opportunity to optionally add a hosted presence to your channel without compromising the privacy that makes faceless creation appealing. A digital version of your voice and appearance, authorized by you, can host your content while you remain personally private. The question of whether this actually feels different to viewers than a disembodied AI voice narrating over video is one worth testing with your specific audience. Text-to-Playables, the format that changes everything. Of all the features in the 2026 YouTube roadmap, the one most underreported and most strategically significant is Text-to-Playables. Let me explain why the ability to generate interactive games from text prompts represents a more fundamental change to YouTube than any of the other features announced. Video is a linear medium. You can be a passive viewer or an active viewer. You can pause, rewind, and rewatch, but the content itself follows one fixed sequence. The creator defines the experience, and the viewer follows it. The communication is one-directional. Games are interactive. The player's choices shape the experience. The engagement is co-creative. And measurably, the relationship between player and game experience is deeper, more memorable, and more durable than the relationship between viewer and video. This is why games generate higher per-session time on device than any other entertainment medium. What YouTube Playables has been building toward, and what the Text-to-Playables announcement accelerates, is the integration of interactive experiences into the creator economy. A creator who covers AI news can now generate a weekly AI knowledge quiz. A creator who explains historical events can create an interactive decision tree that puts viewers in the position of historical decision makers. A creator who covers science can generate a simulation that demonstrates the phenomenon they just explained. None of these required the creator to learn game development. None required a team, a budget, or months of production time. They required a concept and a prompt. The engagement implication is significant. YouTube's algorithm rewards signals of deep engagement. A viewer who spends 12 minutes playing a quiz generated from your video content is a stronger engagement signal than a viewer who watches passively. As text-to-playables becomes standard, the creators who integrate it early will generate engagement metrics that current linear-only channels cannot match. What this means for faceless channels specifically. Let me now translate all of this specifically for faceless channels, because the implications are different from channels built on personal brand. The AI likeness feature is optional for faceless channels and requires a decision. Currently, your channel has no visual identity attached to a person, and that is a deliberate choice with real benefits. Personal privacy, audience focus on content rather than presenter, and protection from the personal controversies that destroy personality-driven channels. Adding an AI avatar, even a generic one not tied to your real appearance, changes that calculus. My recommendation for established faceless channels: stay faceless unless your audience data specifically shows that a hosted presence would improve retention and subscriber growth. The decision to add a visual presenter identity is easier to make than to reverse. Experiment with it on secondary content types before committing your main channel identity to it. Text-to-Playables, by contrast, is a clear win for faceless educational channels with no ambiguity. Your audience comes for information. Interactive quizzes, knowledge check games, and simulation experiences are natural extensions of educational content and directly increase the per-video engagement metrics that YouTube's recommendation algorithm values. Deploy this feature aggressively as soon as it reaches full availability. AI music creation eliminates one of the few remaining cost centers in a faceless production workflow. Free library music appears in thousands of other videos and trains viewers to associate it with generic content. Original AI-generated music that matches your channel's visual tone and emotional register is a meaningful brand differentiator, and it will be essentially free to generate. Conversational AI on TVs is a feature that matters for long-term channel strategy. As a significant portion of YouTube viewing shifts to television screens, where viewers are less likely to visit other tabs and more likely to watch full episodes, the ability to build interactive depth into your content through conversational AI becomes a retention tool for your highest value audience segment. The enforcement lens: how these features change the compliance picture. Now I want to walk through the compliance picture for each of these new features, because using them wrong has consequences, and using them right is not complicated. AI likeness. The disclosure requirement is explicit and significant. Any short generated using your AI likeness must be labeled as AI-generated content. YouTube's policy requires this for any realistic AI-generated representation of a real person, and your own likeness falls squarely in this category. The labeling is handled through YouTube Studio's AI content toggle. It takes approximately 10 seconds per video. Do not skip it. Text-to-Playables. No additional disclosure requirements beyond the standard AI content labeling if the game content was AI-generated. The interactive experience is categorically separate from video content. In the current policy framework, YouTube treats it as a platform feature rather than creator content subject to the same scrutiny as video. That may change as the feature scales. AI music. Music generated through YouTube's official AI music tools is automatically covered under the platform's licensing framework. You do not need to add separate music disclosure. This is one of the cleanest compliance situations in the creator toolset. Generate and use the music with confidence, as long as you are using YouTube's official tools rather than importing AI-generated music from third-party tools, which have different licensing implications. Conversational AI on TVs. This is a viewer-facing feature, not a creator content feature. YouTube builds and maintains it. Your compliance obligations as a creator are the same as for any video you publish. Your content should meet standard accuracy and disclosure requirements, and the conversational AI will draw from it. Action SDPS. 4 specific steps to position your channel for the 2026 YouTube transformation. 1. Read the Neal Mohan 2026 letter in full. It is available on blog, YouTube, and it takes 12 minutes to read. Most creators have not read it. The creators who understand the platform's stated priorities have a strategic advantage over the ones responding to rumors and interpretations. Go to the source. 2. Add Text-to-Playables to your content calendar, now even if full access has not reached you yet. Plan one interactive piece of content per month. When the feature becomes available for your account, you will have concepts ready to deploy immediately rather than spending time developing them after the fact. 3. Audit your disclosure practices today. With the AI likeness feature expanding, YouTube's disclosure enforcement is going to increase in precision and consistency. Channels that are already compliant on all existing AI content will find the new features land on infrastructure that is already sound. Channels that have been inconsistent about disclosure are about to face a stricter environment. 4. Start thinking about your channel identity in terms of AI extensibility. Not should I use AI, that question is answered. The question is, what is the unique human perspective, voice, and judgment at the center of this channel that gives all of the AI tools their direction? That human center is both your greatest creative asset and your compliance protection. Articulate it clearly, and every AI tool you use will serve it. Leave it undefined, and the tools will drift toward generic. Drop the word clone in the comments right now. I will send you the free 2026 AI Creator Roadmap, every announced YouTube AI feature, every compliance requirement, and every strategic action step in one document. Like, subscribe, and the notification bell. New report every single day. Stay informed. Stay human at the center. See you tomorrow. 1#.